Now, if you happen to have a brand new Saber Hydra Bait Boat, but you didn't quite get round to reading the instruction manual, then this video is for you. Let's take a closer look. In today's video, we're taking a second look at the fantastic Saber Hydra Bait Boat. So after the first video went out a few weeks ago, you guys went absolutely mad. There was loads of questions, loads of interaction. So here we are for round two, and hopefully we're going to answer some of those questions that you asked. In this video, we're going to do a full breakdown of operations of how to get the absolute best out of the non-GPS and the GPS version of this bait boat. So whether you've already ordered yours and you're waiting for it to arrive, or you're one of the lucky people that have already got their hands on one, hopefully those burning questions will be answered in this video. First of all, let's take a look at the non-GPS version. So first things first, we need to charge the batteries. Both of the batteries can be charged at the same time with the supplied charger in the box. When you plug them into the wall, the LED light will originally go red, but once the batteries are fully charged, that will turn to green. With regards to the controller, the USB-C port will illuminate while charging, flash when the battery is low, and go out to let you know it's all done and you're ready to hit the lake. Now we just need to get the batteries into the boat, so remove the battery covers, insert the batteries into their locating holes, and then connect the plugs. Once that's done and the plugs are nice and secure, relocate the battery covers and then screw on the antenna to the front of the boat. Now we just need to turn on the boat and the controller. Don't worry, the two are automatically linked. Now let's take a closer look at the controller and see exactly what button does what. Firstly, we have the joystick. Now this is the main control of the boat's direction. It is as simple as you probably think it's going to be. Push the joystick to the left and the boat will travel left. Push the joystick to the right and the boat will travel right. It really is that straightforward. This joystick is also used to activate the cruise control mode. Simply by pushing in an upward direction twice quickly, the cruise control will activate. To deactivate it, simply pull the joystick in a downward direction. Now this button enables you to change the speed of your boat while using the cruise control. As you toggle through the various different options, you'll get an audible beep to let you know what setting you're on. Simply choose the appropriate setting for the type of fishing that you're doing. Moving down from the joystick, you'll see an array of other buttons. So let's start from the top left. You'll see the light bulb button. Now this is so that you can remotely turn on and off the lights on the boat. Moving one button to the right, we have the hopper release button. So once you have driven your boat out to your spot, you can push that and the boat will then drop your rig and bait in your chosen area. Next up, we have the OK button, and that will only ever really come into play if you have an issue with the boat pairing to the controller. If you do, it's super simple to repair them. Push and hold the OK button before turning on the boat. When you turn on the boat, the two will automatically sync and you'll be away. And finally, probably the most recognisable button on the controller is of course the power button, simply used to turn the controller on and off. So that pretty much covers everything that you need to know about the non-GPS version of the Hydra Bait Boat. It is designed to be super simple and super easy and extremely intuitive, so that basically anyone can pick up the controller and use the boat from the off. Next up, we're going to take a look at the GPS version of this boat. Now it does have a couple of extra features, and that means the controller has got an extra couple of buttons and a screen. At first sight, it all seems a little bit daunting, but I can assure you it is super simple to use. As per the non-GPS boat, the first thing to do is make sure your batteries are charged and located back into the boat, the controller is fully charged, and that antenna is secured in place. Now we can turn on the boat and the controller, and the first thing that you're going to notice is that all of the lights flash really quickly. Don't worry, it's nothing to panic about. This is simply the boat letting you know it's searching for GPS signal. Now that should stop flashing after just a couple of seconds. However, if it does continue, then it may mean you are in an area with no GPS signal. Just something to keep an eye on. Now, as I said at first glance, the GPS controller can seem quite daunting. You've got that screen with lots of different information on it, and you've got a couple of extra buttons. So first of all, let's take a look at that screen and the information that it's telling you. On the top left, we have got the battery indicator for the boat and the confirmation of GPS connection. On the right, we have got the battery indicator for the controller and also a signal strength indicator between the boat and the handset. Slightly below that, we have the distance to home indicator, the distance to spot indicator, and then almost like a compass which shows you the direction that the boat is traveling in. And then we have a series of 24 boxes, which is where we store the information about your favorite fishing spots. Moving on to the physical controls, once again, we have that very intuitive joystick type design. However, this time, rather than pushing the joystick in an upward motion twice to get the cruise control, we simply click it inwards. We can now use the arrow keys to toggle the speed while we're in cruise control. The left hand arrow will make the boat go slower, the right hand will make it go faster. To deactivate the cruise control, once again, you click that joystick. Below that, we have a series of smaller buttons, which again are there to help you get the absolute most out of your Saber Hydra bait boat. First things first, it is best to do a compass calibration when arriving to a new venue or swim. Just drive the boat out to the front of your chosen peg, long press the compass button to enter calibration mode, and then short press the button again to activate the calibration. Remember, this is not something you need to do every single time you want to use the boat. It is just something to get the best out of it that you do at the very start of your session. There is also the option to calibrate the joystick. Firstly, long press the joystick to enter calibration mode. Then push the joystick to the top, bottom, left and right extremities to complete the calibration. Push and hold the OK button and you're ready to go. Next up, we need to set a home point, and a little tip is to set that home point out in the open water at the front of your peg. That way you can manually drive the boat back to ensure you're not going to hit any of your lines as they enter the water. To do this, we long press the home button, and once that point is saved, you'll hear a beep. You'll need to set a home point in order for the auto return to home to work. This can be utilised in a few different ways. If you've just dropped your rig, for example, you can simply push that home button and the boat will instantly navigate back to the front of your swim. Another scenario where it comes in super handy, if you somehow manage to lose signal or get very, very low battery life on your boat, again, the boat will automatically return to that home point, ensuring your boat never goes missing. It's just a small safety feature to make your life easier. Now, when it comes to saving a fishing spot, you first of all will need to drive the boat out to your chosen area. You will then use the arrow keys and you'll see the indicator on the screen drop down onto the small boxes. Once you have chosen the slot that you would like that spot to be saved in, simply short press the spot button. You'll then hear a beep and that is now saved going forward. You can get back to that spot time and time again with just a few button presses. If you decide you'd like to delete that spot from the memory, simply navigate to that chosen slot with the arrow keys and then long press that same spot button. This will then delete that GPS information and open that spot back up so you can use it again in the future. Now, once you've got those spots saved, the GPS system in the Hydra bait boat is going to make your fishing extremely consistent, enabling you to get back to that area time and time again. Let's be honest, consistency in fishing is key and it can only help you bank more fish. Now, to get that boat to travel back to that spot, first of all, you're going to need to put your rig and your bait into the hopper of the boat, place it into the water, and then use the arrow keys to select the slot that you saved your chosen spot in. Now, once you've done that, simply short press the go to spot button and the boat will do the rest for you. Once the boat arrives at the area, you can simply push the hopper button to drop your bait and rig and you're fishing. The accuracy of the GPS system within the Saber Hydra bait boat is a real key feature. Being able to replicate that same fishing scenario time and time again, as I say, can only make your fishing better. The stated GPS accuracy is between 1 to 2 meters diameter of your saved GPS coordinates. However, so far I've actually found it to be quite a bit more accurate than that. On several different occasions, I put a marker float out into the lake to basically test this feature to see if I really can replicate that fishing scenario without having to worry about accuracy. And luckily, the GPS system really does hold up. My bait and rig is on the spot every single time. And again, slightly lower down on the controller, there are a few more buttons that are pretty self-explanatory. First of all, we have the light button, enabling you to remotely turn on and off the lights. We have the hopper release button, enabling you to obviously drop your rig and bait on your chosen spot. And then we have the power button, which is pretty self-explanatory. Use it to turn on and off the controller. Now, if you have made it this far into the video, I'm pretty certain we can consider you a Saber Hydra expert. And hopefully this video has highlighted just how easy they are to use and some of the fantastic features that are incorporated into such a compact boat. I'm sure plenty of you have already got ideas and little plans of how you're going to put these into your angling. But if there are any other questions that I have not answered, please don't hesitate to get in contact with the guys at Saber. They've been doing this for years and years now, so they know everything there is to know about these boats. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future uploads. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.